What the hell did I just watch? In all sincerity, who or what in God's forbidden name would be driven to create such a sick and twisted monstrosity? Nothing could honestly ruin something for you any worse than this did for me. 2 days ago, I was looking on eBay for seasons of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I was specifically looking for the second one since I own most of the others. Now, I'm the type of person who likes to conserve my money, so I was trying to find a season for really cheap. However, I was unable to find one for under $20, so I gave up on searching. I asked a friend if he knew or if any good sites had sold cheap TV episodes similar to eBay. He then asked, "Why would you be searching for cheap movies when you can just torrent them on Pirate Bay?" As he chuckled to himself, I then said to myself, "Why not?" So we hung up and looked at the episode on Pirate Bay. I scrolled through the choices, checking the comments to see if the torrents were legitimate. All I saw were a handful of comments, and each link saying something similar to "Do not download this. It contains a System 32 virus," which took me forever to delete, and everything is like that. After a while of being bored searching for the torrent, I saw one with no comments. It was called Aqua 2EEN, Aqua Teen Hunger Force IS0. I know it's a bad idea to download things unclear contents, but honestly, I was sick of looking all over. It's just a show. Why the hell does that have to be so difficult? So I began downloading the torrent. Oddly enough, it would reach 100% as much faster time than my downloads would take to complete. So I unzipped the folder and ripped it into my DVDs folder. I then opened up my documents to click the folder, but I couldn't find it. I felt confused. Quickly, I found out that the DVD folder was strangely named to WH4T, which threw me because files aren't allowed to contain question marks. Not to mention that the file was somehow renamed without my command. Remaining unworried, I opened the folder and their file was named Aqua Teen Hunger Force IS0. I clicked it and Windows Media Player came up. I pressed full screen and started watching. The WB logo appeared along with the piano music. However, the music sounded abnormally different. It sounded slightly distorted and off-key as if it were being played at a slower speed. The last holding note of the music proved my thoughts right. It definitely was off-key. This aggravated me, making me think, wonderful, it's glitched. Instantly the menu popped up, but I saw it by surprise and sent chills down my spine. Remember the DVD case of the first season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force? The disturbing, creepy cartoon depictions of Meatwad, Shake, and Fry killing things with the same lunatic facial details. That was exactly what the menu was. It appeared to have a sudden BIP sound, the same noise you would hear from plugging something into a large speaker while it was still on. I don't even know if it was the brightness of my laptop or the fact that the faces were illuminated due to video quality, but faces really creeped me out. It sent a chilling jolt of fear from my neck down to my feet. The menu choices were play all, episodes, and setup. Wanting to get the menacing look of the characters off the screen as soon as possible, I clicked play all. I had considered closing and deleting it, but I just decided to let it play. The screen went to black with us after BIP sound. It stayed that for 10 seconds. I was about to check what the deal was when the intro came on and took me by surprise. Instead of a Dr. Weird interlude, or even the beginning of the beat of the song, it just started piercing loud with, "My name is!" Again, surprising the hell out of me. Nevertheless, I was relieved that the sound wasn't distorted this time. The intro seemed normal. Well, almost normal until Meatwad transformed into what seemed like a tombstone with a dirt covering instead of an igloo. I didn't notice it too well because I wasn't going to pay a lot of attention to an intro that I've seen 100 times already. But what I also think I saw, Meatwad's face wasn't his typical toothy smile. It was his face of displeasure and dislike. The same look he gets when Shake breaks one of his toys. That sad and depressed look. Shake's face seemed blank and completely expressionless. He showed less expression to his typical bored face. All his expressions remained normal. The rest of the intro played out just fine. However, when it ended, a strange Naviga stack-like image flashed on screen with the sound of static and the episode played. I don't know what the hell that was, but from how much I could pick up from it, it wasn't something I would like to see at 2 a.m. alone in my room. The episode play was the one with the snake. Shake brought in a large cardboard box claiming to be for Meatwad. The episode was playing normally until one thing really set me off. The box said cannibal on him. Oh boy, where was I? Oh, right. I know I don't remember this episode. This episode very distinctly from when I saw it a long time ago on Adult Swim. But that box definitely did not say at that time. I saw a strange vibe coming from this episode, making me feel uncomfortable. I kept watching, everything seemed normal, besides that strange creepy vibe from the cardboard box, the Yahoo Warner Brothers intro, the censor of the episode, and that fucking main menu screen. And at the part where the snake was sinking his teeth into Meatwad, the screen went blank. I checked the part where the snake had swallowed Meatwad and Shake. You could clearly see the outlines. Oh boy. Of their bodies bulging from their snake's belly. Here's the creepiest part. In the normal episode, I remember Shake and Meatwad just being in a regular standing position while inside the snake. This time, Shake's pose was crooked and looked very awkward. He was bent backwards like his spine was fractured. There was something about it that made it seem like someone or something purposely broke it by force. Meatwad was in the shape of what seemed like a chubby baby, an infant slowly turning over from a sitting up position, very displeasing to look at. I pushed on thinking that this episode could not get any stranger. Shake was rambling on as usual. Then he said something very muffled and strange. I was hardly able to somewhat make it out. It sounded like, "Get the camera so we can post this on the internet with baby while he gets rotted by stomach acid." I didn't think Shake would ever say something like this. Hell, I didn't even think a joke like that could be allowed on Metalocalypse or Family Guy, or even South Park. The way it was delivered came off as very morbid and devilish, as if he wanted pain and misery more than anything. Shake always loves making Meatwad miserable and tormenting him. He only does it to rag on him, not to make him suffer. I realized I was feeling too sympathetic for Meatwad. It's just a cartoon character, right? Who cares? It's not even real. I continued watching the episode. Frylock informed Shake and Meatwad that he was going to laser the snake to get them out. But then in the middle of Frylock's eyes lighting up, zapping the snake, it cuts back with that BIP sound again. I was getting really sick of this. I waited for about 30 seconds to check in my phone. I looked up and I was about to skip ahead. The laptop lit up so fast it startled me. Frylock screamed at the top of his lungs, "Oh God! What have I done?" The sound blared out of my speakers so loudly that it felt like it was causing a violent rubbing, rumbling impact upon my spine, making me jolt and spasm in panic and fear. There was Frylock's face. His face was grossly detailed, like some of the faces in SpongeBob. His eyes were opened up so wide that his eyes almost popping out of his sockets. Veins in his forehead are very visible, with his blood coursing through them. His teeth were sharp and crooked despite his braces amplifying the disgusting nature of him.